He's getting a step on everybody.
The 31-year-old, so many under 30. Lob jam! 53% of his field goals.
This is more like training camp right now for him, getting the lungs back to where he wants it. Doncic, the step back three.
Marcus Smart up ahead now for Luka. With the Lakers up by 3 to long distance of Luka magic.
Ty Lue said, I've seen this recording before. Let's take a timeout and see if that will help cool off Luka, as he's made all 3 from long distance en route to 14. He has had his way to start this game. How do they adjust? They're going to have to try a different type of defense on number 77. Time and again, Clippers running that shot clock under 5. Luka going to step back again. Oh, by the way, he's pretty good at that.
He gave it up to the center in transition. Good thing Big Zoo was able to get it back to him.
Well, you never did that?
No! I never gave it up to Jack Haley or Rick Smits.
Don't look now, but Luka Doncic is dominant. Man.
Almost turned the basketball over. Was Eddie able to steady the ship there and knock down that mid-range?
Doncic back to work. Contact, foul to the line. Chance for 3.
Balance. Good control there by Brown.
6 in the game for the third-year player from Missouri. How about Luka going back to work?
And having words with that Clippers.
Brown tries to take it up again and shows it to LeBron, and LeBron with the left makes a clean block, keeps it in play. And Austin Reaves comes up with the ball and starts the Lakers the other direction.
Analysis here. Just a quick reminder on that one. We'll see again on the weekend. Good pass. Down, sliding, diving. That time was LeBron.
Let me tell you something.
Roll it in.
You talk about executing a play. The Lakers ran that play to perfection. That was beautiful. And the finish by LeBron gives them an opportunity for a 3-point play.
I mean, so many times, starting it on the left wing side, the cutter, the diver, and Doncic or others will find you.
Any given night, try to stop any one of those 3 or 4 guys. Zubac with a jump hook as Doncic hit the deck and has words with Dunn, who takes a little bit of a swing, and this escalates. Coach is running in to try to stop and get in between. Take another look here, Reg. So Luka goes down hard, comes back up to have words with Chris Dunn.
Yeah, I think Jackson Hayes might see the shower as well. There's the push in the back to Chris Dunn.
There's the reach. Yeah, there's no doubt about the push. And that's
See, to me, that was nothing there between Dunn and Luka. That was a little bit of exaggeration there.
That is
by Luka.
The second part of it.
It has been determined that Chris Dunn puts the ball in the chest of Luka Doncic, resulting in a foul on Dunn. Following that, the Lakers' Jackson Hayes is assessed a technical foul for his push on Dunn. After that, Dunn is assessed a second unsportsmanlike technical foul and ejected from the game.
Lob underneath, finish it off. That's the exclamation point. Under 2 to play. The Lake Show, they're going to get to the knockout round.
That's how you run screen and roll, boy. That's, again, you set the good screen, you don't move right away, and then you just go, wait for Luka to throw it up, and then you throw it all the way down.
So, LeBron, it just always strikes me when you check out of the game at the end, and then, you're still watching your teammates, but there's your son out there. There's just always got to be a special moment for you there.
For sure, super special for me to come out and he come get me, check in for me. And seeing him living out his dream, I'm living out my dream still, so super special for not only for myself, but for our whole family.
All right, so you guys lock up your group with this win tonight, because no matter what happens on Friday, you would have the head-to-head tiebreaker against either the Clippers or Memphis. You obviously won the first NBA Cup, but what does that mean to just already take care of that business, and you're going to the quarterfinals no matter what?
I guess anytime you're playing for something, you take it. You don't take it for granted. You get the opportunity. This league started something a few years ago, and we won the inaugural, and we're back in it again, so let's see what happens.
Your wind is probably going to look a little better every game. It certainly did tonight. Highly efficient for your points today. How is that coming along? It's just basically preseason for you.
Yeah, like I said, every game I'm going to get better and better. Today was better than, the last game in Utah. And obviously it was better than a week ago, my first game here. So, every game, every day, I continue to work on my body, continue to work on my win, continue to work on my habits, the good habits to put myself in position to be helpful for this team.
Last one for you. So Luka obviously was unconscious early, and then maybe you guys put this game away early in the fourth. You and Austin, so much time on the court together. You know exactly how each other plays. What's that partnership like for you at this point?
Me and AR?
Yeah, you and Austin.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. We've been together. We've played in so many games together, so many minutes, so many situations that, we know where we are, at times without even looking. So to have that chemistry filtered to the rest of our team, we're playing some really good ball right now, and we hope to continue that on Friday.
Appreciate it, LeBron.
5 in a row. They beat the Clippers by 17, 135-118. Guys, biggest note, obviously, as they just discussed on the broadcast, they're undefeated in group play, which means they advance to the knockout round next week. Stay undefeated in West Group B. Look, big game. Lakers-Clippers speaks for itself. You got the ejection at the end with just over 3 to play. We'll look at that from Chris Dunn. You add the cup intensity to it, as we all know. You talked about it downtown with Geeter. Role players, they've impressed you. They did their job tonight. Of course, the big three, they led their way. 99 of the Lakers, 135 points combined between the three of them. A good, solid win for the Lakers.
Yeah. Band of brothers, man. They're hanging in there together, doing it collectively. But what a start, though, by Luka, man. I mean, he lit the whole arena on fire with those threes. The Clippers, you remember all those years, how they used to dominate us for 4 or 5 years? We'd be sitting here like, they used to kick our butt. But, I think now we have a team that can play and can match and defend. And I just thought the role players, as you mentioned, Smart coming down, hitting some big shots, bringing his presence. Hayes stepping in for Ayton with his energy, his rebounding. I just thought collectively, and then LeBron coming in. Just kind of seeing what's needed and getting the job done. Of course, we talk about Austin Reaves all the time, but I just think collectively they answered the bell when the Clippers made their charge, and they took care of business in the third and fourth quarter, and here we are talking about the victory.
Yeah, the big three was big three in tonight, the new generation would say. They played really well. I think they shot from three very well. That was something they had been struggling in the past few games for sure, and during the season. That was their weakness. And if you got guys like Marcus Smart knocking down threes, but also Bron pulling up from three in transition, Luka 5 for 5 to start the game. Austin looked like he had a quiet night. Then that fourth quarter, that second half, he exploded. He got a little angry because they didn't call that goaltend. Different guys exploded different moments that gave them a boost. But ultimately, they got the transition. Bron looking more like himself. They got out and running, and they got uncontested shots because of the high IQ play from those three guys.
About the team spirit and chemistry and all that. Do you see things like that as meaningful in an NBA season?
Yeah, I mean, we highlight that stuff to our guys all the time, whether it's celebrating a guy making a shot. We had a great clip from Milwaukee. Nick Smith makes a three. Maxey celebrating on the court. Our bench celebrations. Guy falls down after a foul. It happened tonight. Multiple guys running over to pick guys up. Again, we're not saying you have to do that. We're not saying those are not requirements, but that's typically guys show their cards and show their hands whether or not they like each other. And tonight was another example of that.
To be able to start a fourth quarter, with players of kind of Reaves and LeBron's caliber and how well they play together, what did you see from that duo tonight, and how do you feel like that helped kind of stretch out the lead and put them away?
Thought tonight was a great game for all three of those guys. Luka getting going early and establishing himself. LeBron and AR staying patient within that, being very efficient in that first half within that onslaught that Luka had. knowing that there's going to be adjustments made, knowing that there's going to be that stretch where he's off the floor, and then those guys, I thought that group to start the fourth quarter, and then when Jackson was out there with Luka, that execution offensively was high level. Jackson made multiple pocket decisions against the blitz. Every type of read you can make, rim, corner cut, slot, like he was threw the lob to Rui. So it just a high level game from him.
Luka expressed some concern about the court afterwards with us, not aesthetically, but functionality-wise. He thought that it was leading to him slipping, other players slipping. Did you get any of that feedback throughout the game? And let's say, I think you'll be playing on the court on Friday and then potentially hosting a game here on that court. What can be done between now and those contests?
Yeah, we'll look at it. I noticed that the guys were slipping, but I also noticed that guys were falling prior to that. So I don't know if the court, sometimes courts just don't dry well when there's condensation on it. I wish I had the White Goodman quote about sweating right now from Dodgeball, but I don't. Otherwise, I'd use it. But yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Luka's career average against the Clippers is his best against any team in the West. Why do you think that is? What do you think's going into that? Because even when he made three-point shots, he was glaring back at their bench.
Well, every player has to have a career high against some team. So I mean, if you look at any NBA player, there's a team they have a career high average against. I don't know if there's an explanation for it or not.
When we spoke with Jackson this morning, he mentioned that you guys went tonight. Not only you get to advance the knockout round, but you do guarantee the players guarantee themselves a certain amount of money of the prize pool. Whether it's as a broadcaster previously or as a coach now, how has your experience with the NBA with this tournament evolved or changed in terms of what it means for the league and what it can do for the players?
I really enjoyed it as a broadcaster, covering it, talking about it. Didn't get an opportunity to compete for the Cup last year, so we're excited. $53,000 is a lot of money. It just is. So I'm sure there's some extra motivation. Coaches do get to split a share. I think the head coach might get a full share. I don't know. So it's motivation for sure. All right.